Well, hello everybody, and gobble, gobble, wobble, wobble. Welcome back to the Love Letters to Broadway podcast, the podcast that gives you Broadway tips, tricks, advice, and where we discuss our adventures. It's been a week, and my name's Michelle.
And my name is Skylar.
And if you haven't heard from my gobble, gobble, wobble, wobble, this is our first episode after Thanksgiving, and we are going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving today. But what's called we have an exciting week this week for you guys because we are going to be doing a review of Chess the Musical, which we have finally seen, and Wowza was that a show?
Oh, it was crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Skylar was drooling over Aaron Tveit the whole time.
I mean, how do you not?
How do you know? I will say, I think that was the first show he ever got me.
It was the best performance I think I've ever seen him do. Like, loved him in Mulan, but like, this was like the best. Like, his acting was top tier, his singing was top tier. He was just like, he was almost like a man. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Right? Like he grew up from boy to man, like.
It makes no sense because he is older. Like, but
But it's
I
true.
don't.
I think it was his best acting performance to date, but we're definitely gonna talk about that more. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to talk about chess. But before we do that, we gotta go through our hyperfixations, Broadway news, etc. Skylar, would you like to begin with your hyperfixations?
Yeah, I feel like it's important to note that we saw Wicked. So like everything that I'm hyper fixating is just like Wicked
Mm.
because I can't stop listening to the album. But at three, I really, really liked the opening of Every Day More Wicked. I really liked how they brought the old songs from part
Oh,
one into it. I don't know, I just been really listening to it and really like loving it.
I wasn't
Um,
expecting that.
Neither was I, but because I thought for sure the Wicked Witch of the East would be like one of my favorites, but that was a disappointment. But I've been really listening to that. Not gonna lie. Um, yeah, so that's a three. Um, at two is No Good Deed because obviously that was freaking insane. And I was so glad that we waited till we were in the movie theater to witness that for the first time.
That was the best version of No Good Deed I've ever heard. Like ever.
When she went to a different like atmosphere when she was singing Free Arrow.
Hmm.
Like, I feel you, girl. I'd be singing like that too.
Especially if it's Jonathan Bailey Fierro. Hell yeah.
Oh my God. He was oof,
That man is
oof.
fine.
So yeah, but then obviously at number one, I have As Long as You're Mine. I loved it, although I wanted more, whatever. We're gonna talk about it when we review it. But I've been waiting for that for years.
Hmm.
Jonathan Bailey singing that song. So now I just
Oof.
can't stop listening to it. Like their
Oof.
mixture of voices and just like picturing Jonathan Bailey the whole time. It's just like it gets me.
It was amazing.
Nonstop. So yeah, very Wicked heavy. It's really all I've been listening to. Books wise, I finished Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn, and I got rated a 4.5 out of 5. I liked it.
That's a good rating. Was there any more nudity?
Yeah, I mean it was smutty.
No, but I'm talking about like in the photos.
Oh, and the photos? No, not past the one that I showed you.
Mm.
But I liked it. I think like the ending, she wrapped it up like really quick. She could have added like maybe like a little bit more, but I think she spent a little too much time in the smutty aspect scenes, maybe
Hmm.
a little too many
Mm.
pages on that. At the ending, she was like, I gotta wrap this up. So, but I liked it. Now, I think I'm reading another Christmas book because I try to get all those in. I just started it today. I think it's called The Plight Before Christmas. Yeah, The Plight Before Christmas. I don't know. I'm only 20 pages in,
What does
so we'll see.
plight mean?
I don't really know. Maybe like a
Go to
like
handy
a
dandy Google.
unfortunate, a bad situation, a plight, bad
Oh, you're
situation.
correct. You're correct. A dangerous, difficult, or otherwise unfortunate situation.
There we go.
You're correct. Look at you, Miss Teacher.
Look at that. I'm only 20 pages in, so I have no real thoughts yet. We shall
That's
see.
that's valid. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are next week, and I want to know what the unfortunate situation is.
I feel like she's gonna get stuck in a cabin with her ex or something.
Oh, they always do.
Yeah,
They always do.
but I don't know. Um, that's it. I started watching the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie,
Oh, I have to. It's
so
all on my list. I have to watch it.
I haven't watched the whole thing. I just started it this morning. Like I watched like a half hour of it. Um, so yeah, anything Jonas Brothers is good. They also have a Yule log I put on of the Jonas Brothers, and they walk in and out, and there's music playing, which I quite like on Disney Plus. So
I heard of that. I saw someone post that on TikTok, and they were like, "Oh, just having this on in the background while I'm working," and you just see them
yeah, it's
going
really
walking.
cute.
Like,
Yeah, I had it this morning. It's mostly him so
hmm,
far, Joe, which is fine by me.
I mean, you're a Joe girl, so
Yeah. So yeah, that's really it. Just like Wicked and just prepping and getting stuff done.
very nice. Sounds like a good week. A lot of my week, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of repetitive of last week.
Yeah.
I haven't really been blasting Wicked, like the new album, as much as I should, but I also just like haven't really been listening to music, I'm not gonna lie. But in
Mm,
my third spot this week is No Good Deed, which is why it's funny it's on your list too. Because that was just
that's so
like the
good.
how do you not listen to that? Like that was just it's the most insane version of the song I've ever heard. But I will say people are complaining that she doesn't do the Fiero scream in the beginning.
I mean, I didn't like that there's no transition to between
Well,
I'm
yeah.
not that girl to like I missed that. But the Fiero scream, she kind of made up for it. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the Fiero scream was necessary, and I never really loved that part of the original album because it kind of scared me sometimes. Like, I would always forward past it.
Yeah.
So I'm okay without the scream, but people are complaining about that, which is interesting to me.
If I'll be
Um,
quite honest, I don't think I realized that it was gone.
Me neither. I didn't realize it till afterwards.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so that's something that people are saying, but we're not going to give away too many spoilers because we're going to do a full review and give you guys a chance to watch. Um, and in second place this week is Woe Is Me Again from the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I cannot stop listening to this album. I really love it. I even listened to the whole album on the way to Skylar's house the other day to watch Wicked. And I just think the show is so good. Like the more I listen to it, I really want to see it again. And I've also have developed like a new appreciation for it. Um,
They got such good reviews.
Yeah, it's such a great show. Like, and we gave it good reviews too. We loved it. Our biggest
Yeah.
complaints
I
weren't
saw
even
like
about the show. It was about the people who they called up and not handling that well.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Wait, but what were you gonna say? You saw what?
The reviews. Like
Mm,
I saw those reviews and I saw Queen of Versailles and I was like, huh, something should be on Broadway.
hmm I'm actually surprised it's off Broadway and not on Broadway. Speaking of Queen of
So
Versailles, quickly before my next song, did you see that members of the cast are posting because they're upset that people are like celebrating that Queen of Versailles is closing and they're kind of like mocking what people are saying about it?
no.
I
Is
saw
it
it
on
on
TikTok?
TikTok. Yeah, a few of the cast members posted about it. But it's like, they're like, remember people are going to be out of jobs. And, we all invested our time into it. Just because you think it's not a good show doesn't mean other people don't think it's a good show. And, like, it was a whole thing. But, and, like, they're kind of mocking the people, like, what they were saying. And, like, one of the girls in particular, she posted, she was like, I love when people trash our show and make fun of us for closing, but then I click into your profile and I see you're an aspiring actress and that, you would kill to be where I am and be on Broadway. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. It's like another Tammy Faye situation going on.
Oh, it feels like that 100%. It's just like stupid drama that's like not necessary.
Yeah, like just don't say anything.
Yeah, keep your mouth quiet. So then back to my songs, but that just an
Crazy.
interesting tidbit for the week. But in first place again is Nobody Side from Chess, the Indina Menzel version.
So good.
I cannot wait till they release a cast album of this version of Chess.
Yeah.
We need it. I want Lea Michelle's
Mhm.
version, but it was still like Indina's will suffice for now. But I can't stop listening to it. I really did love that song, which I didn't expect to. In terms of television shows and movies, yesterday was the Dancing with the Stars finale. Do you know who
Yeah.
won? Did you see who won?
Yes. I do. Yeah.
May I announce it? I guess it's not spoilers by the time this comes out. People should know already.
They really should know by
They
now. It's
should.
all over everything.
My hubby Robert Irwin won, and I am so excited because he's a youngin, but he's a cutie youngin, and he's so nice and so sweet, and he deserved to win. And I voted for him. I absolutely did. So I am so
What was
happy
it
that he won.
between?
It was between him and Alex Earl. They were the top two.
Uh,
But he was so good. Like he deserves it, and he's such like a good person. Like I like when it goes to someone who's like celebrity, yeah, but just like a genuinely good person.
mhm.
I just felt like he deserved it. So I'm really happy for him. So congratulations to him and Whitney. Um, and then I've also been watching this week, and I feel like you would actually like this show. Um,
Mhm.
a new show has come out. Well, it's not really new. It's season 2 now, but it's called The Wizarding World of Baking,
Oh.
and it's a Harry Potter baking competition,
Oh
and it's on
wow.
HBO Max. It's hosted by the Weasley twins. And a lot of like past cast members come back and do guest judging. They have Warwick Davis, they have like the Patil sisters come on. They had Seamus this past week, and they do like Harry Potter theme challenges, and it's all filmed at like the Warner Brothers Studios in England, where like a lot of the filming took place. So they do like the reveals and stuff like on the actual sets. So like you
Hmm.
see Diagon Alley, you see um, Gringotts Bank, you see the Great Hall. So it's really cool. This week's episode, they made like a giant like chocolate frog and a giant Death Eater mask and stuff.
That's
So yeah,
cool.
if you're a Harry Potter fan, definitely watch that show. I've really been enjoying it. And then I'm still binging all the Harry Potter movies. I am about, I would say, halfway through the seventh movie now. So I'm almost done. I gotta finish this one, and then I'm up to part 2 of Deathly Hallows, and then my binge for the holidays is over. My yearly binge.
Yeah.
Um, but I've been loving it, and I just love every time I watch it. I learn something new, or I think of something different about Harry Potter. So, so yeah,
Hmm.
I've been enjoying it, and that's my week.
Oh, cool. You want to just quickly discuss like since Thanksgiving, we didn't do a holiday special this year for Thanksgiving. We'll just
Mm.
quickly talk about like our favorite parts.
Of Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's the parade.
Yeah.
I've gone to the parade at least like 10 times. I was going since like sixth grade. Um, so it's like always like one of my favorite memories growing up. I would always go with like my dad, and I would bring either like my friends at the time or like family would go with us. And it was just like always a really like fun time. I do wish I was going again this year, but I'm not. But like, I don't know, it's just always just my favorite thing growing up. Like I loved when like the clowns would scare like the shit out of you and all of a sudden throw confetti on you and stuff, or like you get your favorite celebrity to wave at you. Like when Big Time Rush waved at me, oh God, I was like passing out, man.
Yeah.
Passing out. Like it was just like it's just such a cool experience. I really think if you've never gone, like everyone should go at least once to experience the parade in person because the TV doesn't really do it justice. Like you don't understand how tremendous those balloons and the floats are and stuff until you are there um in person. So yeah, definitely that. Of course I love the Broadway performances. But then also just seeing my family and spending time together and just chilling, having a relaxed day, eating yummy food. Um, but yeah, Thanksgiving's always been my favorite holiday, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, I would say the parade is definitely like my favorite part. I like just lounging in pajamas and doing nothing for hours and just
Hmm.
watching. But my favorite
Hmm.
part of the parade is at the end when Santa comes. I think it's like so exciting. And I still get excited to this day of my grown ass age. Um, Thanksgiving never was my favorite. I don't know. It just never was. This year I'm excited for like new traditions. Like
Hmm.
just we're starting to do like new things and I'm excited for like the newness of that.
Hmm.
Like I'm trying to make a because I have a lot of food issues. So I'm making a pie that I could actually eat. So I'm tempting to
Hmm.
make that and like cooking mashed potatoes and just like doing something different. And I'm excited for that.
Nice. Very nice. It is
Yeah.
true. It's all about traditions, I feel like, with the holidays. So new and old.
Yeah, which I'm liking the like as we get older, we get to pick kind of these traditions and
Hmm.
like and that it's okay to break old traditions. Like we're all getting older and it's okay
Hmm.
to try something new.
You have to do the traditions that make you happy. That's what's most important.
So happy Thanksgiving, guys. We hope it was a great day filled with good food.
In family and good Broadway performances, which I am excited for those Broadway performances.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, because it's supposed to be Just in Time, Buena Vista, and who's the third one again?
ragtime.
Ragtime, which I saw a preview of Ragtime online. Looked good.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
Yeah, I'm
That
excited to
show's
watch.
insane.
I'm excited to watch. But I'm sure next week's episode we'll talk about what the performances were like.
Remember
Um,
Death Becomes Her last year? I was rewatching that.
mhm.
Remember how crazy it was that like they just announced her and then Michelle Williams just sang? I still think that's weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
No, I agree. I didn't love the performances last year. We did have outsiders last year. Last
They
year
were
was the time.
fallen.
It was the year of the, Dan Barry's fall. But that was a good performance. I was looking forward to that last year, but the other shows
Mhm.
kind of disappointed me.
It was Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, which
Um,
not our favorite show.
Death Becomes Her and Outsiders. That was it, right? Or was there another
Yeah.
one?
I feel like there was one more.
I can't remember the
The thing is,
name.
I thought there's usually four Broadway performances,
It
and I
really
was
should
like
be.
confused as to why there were only three this year. But then I realized, I think in replacement of the fourth Broadway show, they're doing K-pop Demon Hunters. Because
Oh,
I saw a video of them rehearsing last night.
oh, that makes sense. Everyone's
Yeah.
obsessed with that. I haven't
Did
watched it.
I watched it. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't get into it. I didn't like the animation style. I have to like I have to give it another try, but I just didn't love it. I found it kind of boring. The animation's like a little like funky and like
Oh, really?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, I
It
haven't.
almost like hurt my eyes, the animation style. It looks very similar to like Spider-Verse.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like it either. It's not my ideal style.
It seems too like high tech.
Hmm.
I don't know.
It looks
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks glitchy to me.
Everyone's obsessed with it though. It's like the
Hmm.
rage of like the youngins. I don't know.
Hmm. People like what they like, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again at some point, but
The only
I don't
song I know
know.
is "We're Going Up, Up, Up." Do.
Hmm.
That's it though.
Hmm. No, the one I like is "You're My Little Soda Pop."
Oh, that's where that's from?
Yes. It
Uh,
is sung by a male boy band consisting of demons.
okay. All right, maybe
Yeah.
I'll give it a chance.
Hmm. But that is where that's from. Um, okay, I guess we should get into Broadway news. Might as well.
Yeah.
Um, we have a decent amount of news this week, actually.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit. So first off, it's been announced that Robin Herder is going to be coming back to Chicago beginning December 15th. She is going to be playing Velma Kelly again for a limited run, and it's going to end on January 11th, 2026. So it's actually a cool time to see the show because you'll be seeing Robin Herder and Alex Newell.
Alex, did you see the clip of Alex Newell?
Oh my
Oof.
God. Oh my God.
I don't want to
Amazing.
see Chicago again, but then I'm like, oh my God.
We love Alex Newell on this podcast. Like I don't want to see the show either, but I would gladly go for Alex.
Yeah. We love since Shucked. Even before that, since Glee.
Since
Love. So
Glee
that's like cool.
Project.
Yeah. Their voice is just like actually insane. Like a Bat Boy. Oh my God.
They stole the show.
Literally stole one song.
One
Insane.
song took over the whole show. I don't know. Maybe we need to attempt a lottery.
I think it's only in person, right?
Oh,
Is that
that
how we
sucks.
got it?
No, we did Rush. We went on the day of Broadway Flea Market.
I don't know if I've seen. They're definitely not on telecharge.
Is it on? I think it's on Broadway Direct.
Chicago?
Wait, why am I questioning this when we actually have a spreadsheet where we keep track of all this? So according to our spreadsheet, they do not have a
Mhm.
lottery. They only have General Rush, which is what we did, and standing room tickets at the box office.
Darn.
So forget that, because I'm not going to rush it. I'm sorry. Not worth
Yeah.
rushing Chicago. We've now learned.
Yeah. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
I figured. I thought this was cool. MJ the Musicals will offer a post-performance of Jackson 5 Santa Claus Coming to Town
Hmm.
on November 28th with a post-show performance of that song following both the matinee and evening, which I think is cool because usually they just do one show, but you could see it
Yeah,
for both.
I like that.
Um, so yeah, I thought that was cool. If you want to go, then go the 28th and see them perform.
I will say, if you
Hopefully
haven't
there'll
seen
be a video.
MJ, I will say, if you haven't seen MJ, you should go. It's actually a fantastic show. We gave it good rankings.
I actually really like that, Joe.
I would gladly see MJ again any
That
day.
was really good. I was shocked.
Hmm.
I did not, we were hesitant to go because we're like, jukebox, whatever. But it was really good.
And the audience behaved.
They didn't sing.
No. You think for that show they would sing? Like, come on.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. We
No.
also went though, like in the summer. Maybe it's not tourist season. Or is it tourist
Maybe.
season?
Well,
I don't
summer
know.
usually is. There's like a brief time where it's not tourist season in like the spring.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's a great show. If you haven't gone, go to it. So we were talking about Death Becomes Her a little bit ago, and now we're going to bring up Death Becomes Her again because it was announced this week that Megan Hilty has added one more week to her run as Madeline Ashton. So now her final show is going to be January 11th, so that her and Jennifer Samar could take their final bows together, which I thought was pretty nice. And she is going to
Yeah,
be
it's cute.
succeeded by Betsy Wolfe. And for like 3 days, Dee Roscioli is going to be taking over the role before Betsy starts on January 16th.
Did they announce who's taking over for Jennifer Samard?
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything.
I wonder what will happen to sales.
I know, I feel like people go for them, to be honest.
Yeah. That's a show. Honestly, when I think back, I've never listened to the cast album.
No, I listened to like one song and I was like, meh, I feel bad. I really didn't like the show. I don't know if it's because of
No,
where we sat. I don't know if it's because of our experience there.
no, I just really didn't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought this is interesting because all over TikTok you kind of have seen people talk about this and the differences. So at Queen of Versailles, Kristen Chenoweth is out through December 3rd, so starting now. And Sherry Renee Scott has taken over her part for that time being. And I saw a lot of discord on TikTok on the way that she interprets Jackie, and that maybe if she was the lead, that this show would have survived.
I saw that too. It's actually crazy that people are saying that. I mean, I get it because Cherie Renee Scott is an incredible actress, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
still
crazy
don't
that
think
people
it
are
was.
saying it out loud. I don't know. I didn't think the. I mean, I think part of the issue was Kristen Chenoweth when we went because she was playing a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
But I don't think she was the main problem with the show. I thought the problem was the book and the
No,
music.
that's what I think. I think whoever is in it, you'd still be like, what in the heck are they talking about? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we were not into it at all.
No,
And I don't even think we complained about Kristen, besides
the
the age
17.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, I think no matter what, we wouldn't have liked the show. I think even
Yeah.
if we saw her understudy that day, we wouldn't have liked it.
It wasn't for
Well,
us.
I guess just to tie in, obviously, like Queen of Versailles is closing in January, so that's why we're
Mhm.
saying people are saying that Sherry, what did I say?
Sherry.
Sherry, may be able to survive, but it's gonna be closing January 4th, which like so sorry to the cast, but it's not. Sunset should have never closed,
hmm No, I agree. I don't think it was the right show to succeed Sunset in that space.
right?
And like, I understand people are losing jobs, and of course, I feel horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
yeah,
No one deserves to lose their job. But at the same time, it's interesting to me when I don't know. I don't want this to come off wrong, but it's interesting to me when cast members complain about like, their show's closing, they're losing their job and stuff, when at the same time this is the field they kind of chose to work in. Like you have to
yeah.
expect
You're
that
not
your show
guaranteed.
is not nothing's guaranteed. You have to expect that your show can close at any minute, and you should always be thinking of what's next.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want
Yeah.
that to sound wrong, but that's why it was funny to me when they were complaining about people making comments about their show closing. Of course, no one should celebrate a show closing. That's not right either. But at the
Hmm.
same time, you shouldn't expect that your show is definitely going to stay open, no matter what show it is.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And it's also like, especially with newer shows, like it's a new show to Broadway. You kind of have to be wary on will it last or will it won't? Because you
Well,
don't know. Out of
it's
town, it could have done great, but
mhm.
coming to Broadway, was it the right show for Broadway and theater goers?
It's
Don't think so.
well, exactly. Especially when once it got bad reviews, you should have already been expecting it's going to close at some point. Like we were already
Yeah.
saying when we saw the bad reviews, like, oh, it's not going to last long.
Yeah, there was a lot of issues with the show in general. Like, there's just it was a very weak book and lyrics and song too, honestly.
Yeah. Interesting. Um, in exciting news though, regarding other
Yeah.
shows that are newer for this year. Obviously, this year we got the revival of Ragtime, and they also just announced that they are going to be dropping an album. It's going to drop in 2026 on January 9th. I'm excited because we haven't been able to get into the show yet, but at least we can now listen to Joshua Henry sing Make Them Hear You. So I cannot wait.
Oh my God. That's gonna be like blasting nonstop. And Wheels of a Dream and Daddy Son.
Wheels of a Dream, they're doing on the parade.
Yeah,
They're
I
doing
love
Wheels of
that
a Dream
song.
and they're doing the main ragtime song.
We'll get in somehow. It's just being patient, I guess, with lottery.
It'll happen when
I
the
have
time
hope.
is right. When we finally win,
Yeah.
we're going. We are not saying no to those tickets.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, definitely not. We're canceling
hmm
all plans
Everything's
and
canceled.
going. Yeah,
Everything's canceled.
literally. I guess like outsiders kind of news. You saw that Joshua Henry is going to be in this play. The Broadway revival of Joe's Turner is coming on. So they just
Mm.
announced more cast for it. And it's going to be playing at the Barrymore Theater. What did we see at that theater?
Where is the
Was
Barrymore?
that
Which
old?
one's?
Was that Our Town?
Let's see. Barrymore Theater shows.
But yeah, it's going to begin March 30th.
What is like? What even is that show? I have to look it up. I'm not even
Um,
sure what that is.
well, I could tell you. It takes place in a Pittsburgh boarding house run by Seth and the open-hearted Bertha Holly, a refuge for Black travelers navigating the uphill of the Great Migration. Among them is Harold, a man searching for his lost wife, and for the self he lost during the 7 years of illegal enslavement under Joe Turner. The work is the second in William Wilson's American Century Cycle. That sounds
Hmm.
interesting,
It actually sounds very good.
right?
Oh, I actually want to see that.
That sounds good.
Isn't
So
there
Joshua
more
Boone is
words?
going to be Reuben.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh, you're right. That is where our town was. Othello was there.
Oh really?
It says waitress was
Wow.
there. Peter Pan Goes Wrong was there. Yeah, a bunch of stuff was there.
I was right.
You were
It
right.
sounded familiar.
You were right. It was a nice theater. We just didn't
Yeah,
like
we liked
our
it.
town.
But that sounds actually good. I'd be curious to see that.
Put it on our list. I want to go to that.
Yeah, it'll probably get nominated for Tonys.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Especially with that cast. I mean, you got Taraji P. Henson. They're gonna and Cedric the Entertainer. They're gonna be nominated for stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Excited.
Um, some more exciting news. It was announced that Six is dropping limited edition playbook covers for their sixth anniversary on Broadway, which is crazy. I cannot believe it's already been 6 years.
6 years.
Um, that went by
Wow.
fast. So it is going to
What
begin
the
in
heck?
December, right? So it is going to begin in December,
Yep.
and then each month, over the course of 6 months, of course, they're going to have a different cover. So it begins with a showcase of the current cast members in December, and then the additional covers are going to be released at a later date.
I'm so curious.
I know.
People are gonna go crazy for those.
The people who love Six are like a cult following. It's like a cult.
Oh yeah.
Like,
We're gonna see them at Broadway Fleet in like 10 years.
oh yeah. We'll be able to get our hands on one. Um, oh my God. It's so true though. Or they're gonna
Yeah,
be like
literally.
auctioned off next year at
I'm
Broadway
curious to see what they
Fleet.
look like.
Did they announce the picture of the new one?
No.
So I guess that's it for Broadway news for the week. So should we get into our review?
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
I know it was an interesting experience. So we are going to be doing a review of Chess the Musical, which is the latest Broadway revival out now at the Imperial Theater. Before we get into it, like always, the way we do reviews here is we have different categories that we rank on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being we loved it. We then add up the scores, divide by the number of categories, and that determines what our average ratings are for the show. The categories are costumes, set designs, directing, choreography, book, ambiance slash crowd control, casting choices, acting pacing, and then our honorary category is always the bathrooms, which we like the Imperial bathrooms actually.
Yeah, it's great.
They're,
Spacious, nice, clean.
yeah.
It was
And
good.
if you go during the show, they play the show for you to hear while you're peeing.
We don't know it because of chess, we know it because of Smash.
Yes.
Just to put it out there. Sorry, Smash.
We both had that. We both had an experience at Smash.
We had to go potty and you weren't really missing too much.
Oh, oh,
Oh.
oh. But yeah, so nothing really to talk about with the bathrooms. But before we go into chess, just to give a little summary about it, I will say it's a little bit of a hard show to kind of summarize because it's a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
It's a lot. So, it takes place during the Cold War, and they're about to have this big chess tournament, which is like an international chess tournament between the US and Russia. The
Mhm.
US competitor is Freddie Trumper, who's played by Aaron Tveit. And the Russian competitor is Anatoly Shterzhevsky, which is played by Nicholas Christopher. Um, Aaron's coach, is Lea Michele, and the character is Florence.
Mhm.
Um, and um, Anatoly's coach is Molokov,
Mhm.
and um, pretty much the thing is that the Russians, like, apparently if you don't win the tournament, there's like this rumor that they're gonna kill you. So Molokov
Isn't that
wants to make
crazy?
it. It's crazy. So
It's
Molokov,
chess.
it's just chess, literally. So
Like,
Molokov wants to guarantee that Russia's gonna win. And at the same time, the CIA is getting involved, and that's played by The character's name is Walter, played by Sean Allen Krill, and they want to guarantee that Freddie Trumper loses because
Hmm.
if he loses, Russia agrees to sign like this peace treaty with them. So they do the tournament. At the
Crazy.
same time, you find out that Florence and Anatoly have a history. They, have flirted
Ooh.
in the past, even though Florence has been with Freddie now for like 7 years. Um,
Yeah. Cheater.
Big cheetah. Freddie ends up dropping out of the competition. Florence is trying to convince him to continue on, and she ends up meeting up with Anatoly, and they give in to their desires and end up together. And that is just the
Cheaters.
first half of the show. So second half of the show, Freddie is now living in Bangkok, which is where the song One Night in Bangkok comes from. And he's like a reporter now for chess tournaments. And Anatoly's competing again. It's like 4 years later. Florence is with him. They've been having a long, happy life together. You find out, though, that Anatoly is married and he left his wife for
Hmm.
Florence and kids, who's played by Hannah
Hmm.
Cruz. Her character's name is Svetlana. And again, the CIA and Molotov who also represents like the Russian like kind of like army or spies, whatever. They're again
KEG,
trying to
right?
make deals. Yeah, I think KEG or KEB.
KEG.
Um,
KEB.
Maybe
Something like that.
KEB. But yet they're again trying to come up with ways to make it so that Anatoly loses. So they're bringing Svetlana in, trying to guilt him, trying to break up him and Florence, and it's a whole game of chess.
Crazy.
Crazy. And you also have Bryce Pinkham in the show who plays the arbiter, who's like the narrator, but also like the chess like referee or whatever it is.
Whatever they're called, yeah.
Hmm.
Who I loved. Loved him.
Loved him. He was a standout in the show, in my
He
opinion.
really was.
Um, but yeah, so it's pretty much like a whole game of chess.
You
And
wouldn't think a Cold War musical would work, but it worked.
it worked.
It
And they
worked.
and they even acknowledged it. Like even he makes a joke during a show that like you wouldn't expect a Cold War musical works, but it works.
It
I think
works.
he made that joke. Um, so yeah, where should we begin with this one? Where do you want to start?
Maybe the book.
We can start with the book. I will say, and I don't know if this is true, but you mentioned to me that the Arbiter is a character that was added on as a narrator.
I think they added a song or something. I watched a video a while back and it was
Mm.
Bryce talking about his character. And he said something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what.
So I will say, I think without, whatever the song is or whatever they added in. Oh, here it does say here, yes, the 2025 Broadway revival of chess includes a narrator, which now doubles as the role of the arbiter.
Okay.
So there originally wasn't the narrator.
Narrator. Okay, I was right. Thank God.
I will say, I think without it, I would have been confused in the beginning.
Well, I think that's why, because the original flopped.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, because everyone was so confused what was going on. And the edit of the narrator was such a good, like, little snippet because it really did help.
Oh, 100%. And I think it really helped this book. So the people who handled the book in this version of the show, I think they made the right choice.
I will say I didn't love some of the jokes he made. They were
No,
kind of reaching.
I didn't love how political it got. Like,
Yeah.
and this is nothing to do with political views or anything at all. But like
No,
for
it's just not
example, they
necessary.
made they made like a point out that Freddie Trumper's name, his last name is Trump, and that that was written before obviously President Trump became president, and like all this stuff going on. And he was like, he made it a point that they didn't name him that in support of Trump or something. And I'm like, if you never even said that, I would have never even
I wouldn't
thought
have
it
thought it.
or even known. Like my brain was never going towards today's politics and Trump and
Mm-mm.
stuff. And I was like, there was no reason to have that in there.
No, because you're transported to that time period and you're thinking in that time period.
Hmm.
You're not thinking about 2025 us. Like to me, I was so engrossed in, oh, this is what was it, 1960s, 50s,
I think the Cold War was
60s,
in the 80s,
80s,
right?
80s. Yeah, 80s. Sorry. Brain not braining. But I was like, okay, we're in the 80s. Like we're not I'm not thinking about that right now.
Right? I don't think it was necessary. And there were a few jokes like that, like or comments about today's politics, which I mean, I get it. The show has stuff about the CIA and it's about the Cold War and the US and Russia,
Yeah.
but I
Wasn't
just
necessary.
I didn't need it.
Yeah. I would say
I
that's the
didn't need
only
it.
thing I didn't like about the narrator. Everything else loved. So funny after one night in Bangkok, he goes, "That was hot, right?" I thought that was
Hmm.
so funny. Like stuff like that, like that's fine for me.
Hmm.
But there was just a few jokes that didn't land for me.
Yeah, he needed to be there to help guide the story, which I think was a smart book move, but he didn't need to make comments about like today's politics. I just don't think it was necessary.
And I will
Um,
say the only thing I didn't like at the end, it made no sense. The whole Florence's dad coming
mhm.
and being alive, it was like so quickly done. And I was so like, wait, what?
But it also made no sense because they had made a comment earlier in the show that Russia was lying to her about her dad being alive and that he
Yeah.
actually wasn't alive, but then he actually was alive.
Or
So
was it actually her dad?
it was her
Yeah.
dad at the end.
But like that's why I'm like, because they made that because then they said that it wasn't. They were gonna lie to her. So then I was confused at the end. I was like, wait, is it actually her dad or are we still lying?
It
So
was
I didn't
very
like that.
confusing. That part was very confusing. I will say there were parts of the story that I felt like were hard to follow. I didn't realize that the musical is mostly sung through. It's kind of like a Les Mis.
Yeah.
There's some dialogue here and there, but it's mostly sung through. But I do see why, especially without the narrator, I could see why it's very hard to follow. I was even having trouble following it at the end when it was like, is Anatoly gonna win? Is he not gonna win? What is real? Is this in his head? Like, I was getting so confused. I was confused why Svetlana was not even brought up until the second act.
Yeah. That should have
Like,
been like a big thing. Like I feel like when Freddie and Florence are like about to break up, Freddie should have went in her face and be like, he has a wife and kids and stuff like that. I feel like if Freddie was the one who said it in Act One, it would have been like a crazy like revelation and fight, and it would have made it that more intense.
No, I completely agree. And also, in Act One, it's a big deal that Florence steals Freddie's pills, right? Because he's bipolar. That was
Yeah.
never addressed in the second act at all. Whatever happened with that, and what it was like for him not being on pills, and like did he freak out when they were gone? Like that was never addressed. And then in the second act, it was also never addressed if he's still on the pills or now since he quit the game, is he off the medication?
Yeah. That's a
Like
plot hole. The only
that
thing I
was
will say
yeah, yeah.
is that you do see him spiraling and doing drugs in One Night in Bangkok. So maybe that's their way of showing it, although it's not the best way. He was snorting coke during it.
Oh, maybe, but I think it was also supposed to just show that he's like having like an easygoing like life now. Like he's kind of doing whatever like the F he wants to. Even though
Yeah.
it's not easygoing life, she shouldn't do drugs. But um I don't know. I felt like it was never addressed. Like I wanted there to be a moment where he realized like it was you that stole my pills 4 years ago.
Yes. That's what
Like
I
that
wanted
never
to.
happened. That never happened.
Yeah. Because I feel like she should have gotten like eaten out, like yelled at and like attacked. Because like to me, she's the villain.
I thought she was the bigger
Because
villain of the
she,
show.
oh yeah. Like you took his pills? Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Also, it was never addressed at the end. Like, I didn't completely understand why all of a sudden Anatoly and Florence are like, okay, bye, see ya at the end. Like, why are they okay giving up their like love? Like they keep claiming that they're deeply in love. So why did he go back to Russia? I don't completely understand. Or like why didn't they go together? Like why couldn't she ever go? Like I there were so many plot holes. It's the music was fantastic, but book-wise, I felt like there was a lot missing.
They did go to Britain together, so why didn't they just stay in Britain? Because he was afraid for his kids, maybe, and that's why he went back to Russia.
I think so, but like, and the thing is, like, so they have a house and a life in Britain, but at the end, the US is like, okay, you're welcome back into the US now. And so it's like, she's gonna give up on everything she built in England. Like,
Yeah.
it got really confusing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was many things that I liked and then many things I was confused about. I would give it a 6. Is that fair? I
I
guess
think I think that's fair. If that's how you feel about it.
because there was a lot of now that we're discussing it, there was a lot of things that I'm like, huh.
I think
Like I
I'm
wish there was a
gonna
book or
right.
something.
I
Yeah.
think I'm between a 4 or 5. I'm not gonna lie for the
Mhm.
book. I I
Yeah.
think I'm leaning towards 5 because I do think they made a smart move adding in the narrator, but I don't
Yeah.
think but I really think I thought the political jokes were distasteful and not needed.
Yeah.
Um, and I think there like we said, I think there's so many plot holes. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I may change it. Do I want to do a 4? You know what? I'm gonna do 4. For some reason that just feels right to me. Because
Mm.
I really like I agree with what you said that like when they started bringing up today's politics, it like took me out of being in the 1980s. Like it didn't add anything to the show.
It was like unnecessary. It was unnecessary.
Yeah, that and the plot holes
The father was stupid. They should have just like never included that
and he wasn't
at
even
the
in
end.
like he came out only for that last scene. He wasn't even an ensemble member.
Yeah.
It was it was strange. It was
Yeah, that's
strange.
strange.
So I think because we brought it up a little bit, I feel like we should jump to songs and music as
Love
a category. You loved it.
the songs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't think there was anything wrong with the music? Like at all?
The only thing I'll say there was a lot some of Florence's songs felt repetitive at the end.
Mm.
Like there was one song I was like, all right, where she was sitting on the couch. I don't remember it though. At
I
the
thought
end, she
the
was sitting.
yeah, there was one song. I don't remember what it was, but I agree with you. Um, I thought the music was better in the first act than the second act. I think the second act music in general started getting repetitive.
Yeah.
But also I did start I'm not gonna lie, I started getting a little bored halfway through the second act. I was kind of like waiting for it to pick up again
Mm.
with the
I like
music.
the music though. Like I'm really excited for the cast album. Um, Pity the Child was
That was
actually
fantastic.
insane.
Listen,
Actually insane.
I'm not saying that the music was bad. I think in some cases it was a little like too almost too heavy in music. Like I think they needed a little more up tempos. I think it needed a little like I loved how there were so many like up tempos and it was like rocket kind of in the first act and the second act becomes very like mellow. Like very a lot of ballads back to back. But I do think the music was great. Like I mean, I've been listening to Nobody's Side like nonstop, and I love the Deal
Yeah.
No Deal song. Um,
I don't mind ballads. I'm a
yeah,
ballads person,
you
so
are,
that didn't
yeah.
bother me. It didn't bother me that there wasn't many up tempo. I know that's a huge thing for
Mm,
people, but it didn't bother me. It made sense to me why
mm,
there was a lot of ballads. I don't think the show should have that
mm.
many up tempo songs because it's not that type of show.
Well, yeah, no, I agree with that. I just felt like I needed something to change the pace of the show a little bit, just to kind of break it up a little.
But when you think about it at the end, everybody's kind of losing something.
No,
So that's why it
at
gets
the end it makes
darker
at the end it
and
makes
darker.
sense. I just feel like there was like I would say it was like halfway through the second act until like the last quarter of the second act. Like there was just like I would say it was like 20 minutes that I was kind of just like, okay, I need like a change of pace.
Mm.
I don't know.
You know,
What would you rate music?
I would give it an 8. I loved it. I can't wait
Mm,
to listen to it. Like I need Aaron Tveit and Nicholas Christopher's voice. I
mm.
just need it.
I will say
Because
their voices
Nicholas
were
Christopher was oof.
his voice at the very end was insane.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like the best casting I think I've seen in a long time.
I think for music, for me, I'm gonna give it a 7. I did like the music, and I do think there are songs that obviously like I'm already going back and listening to. I
Yeah.
just I don't know, but you know what it is also? I get like that in general with sung through shows. Because for example, like you love Les Mis. which I feel like
Yeah.
this is kind of up there, like similar to Les Mis, where it's a sung through show, a lot of ballads, stuff like that. But I'm not a Les Mis person, so I do think sometimes it has to do with taste.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Definitely makes
Um,
sense.
okay. Jumping to choreography. That was my favorite
Oh
part of the
my God.
show. By far
Me
my
too.
favorite part. The opening, like the first half, the ensemble is on stage like almost the entire time, and their choreography
Yeah.
is stunning.
It's
It's
literally stunning.
it's like very like sharp moves, weird, intense, but then flowy. And there's one number in the second act that's all the guys, and they start doing Russian dancing, and it was just brilliant.
It was so, so cool. And we kept like looking at each other going, how are they moving their bodies like that? Like,
Hmm.
how the heck? And I love the opening number where it's like, it goes with difficult times. These are,
Hmm.
I love that. If I could go
Hmm.
back and watch that scene when they're dancing, oh, I loved it. And I don't get excited about that stuff. That got me excited.
But their dancing was so cool.
It really was. It was different.
Yeah, which I liked. It's not the typical Broadway show choreography. I give
Yeah.
choreography a 10. I thought it was
Me
fantastic.
too. I have no issues with it. It was so cool.
I really think that was one of the best parts of the show
It was
by
so
far.
cool. Ensemble, guys, if you're ever listening, ensemble people, which who knows in the show, sign playbills. You guys work hard. Come on. You
Yeah,
could sign some playbills.
it was like Sunset where like the ensemble just walks out and
Yeah.
leaves, but it's like you guys stood out too. Like I would love to have your
Yeah.
autographs.
Yeah, definitely.
What about costumes?
Hmm.
For me, I will say I kind of wish there were a few more costume changes for the main characters at least, because the whole first act, Florence is in her black like jumper, and then
Uh-huh.
she's in like a white dress the whole second act. They never change clothing, even though time and days are passing.
Hmm.
So I think I would have liked them to change a little bit. I do that obviously the clothing did feel very 80s. It was interesting to me, and I'm still trying to figure out the choice of why the ensemble were in suits.
Um, yeah, maybe to showcase the like officials, like army officials between the US
Maybe.
and Soviet Union or something.
Maybe they're supposed to look like army outfits.
And like showing like you that they're all like the same. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tricky one. Huh.
Yeah, that was the thing I didn't understand. I do think they did the difference between Russia and America well. Like Aaron's Freddie Trumper was wearing much looser clothing, not as tight
Yeah.
fitting, and Anatoly was like in like a tight suit. The pants were tight, they were short, all black. Like they did a good
Hmm.
job of showing their contrast. Um, I'm assuming they had Florence wearing black in the first act and white to show like the change. She changed sides, like the chess piece, you're either black or white,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. But like, I wish I saw like different. Like she could be in all black or all white, but change the outfit a little bit
Yeah.
just to show the progression of time.
And to show her switching sides too. You could show that through clothes somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe she's wearing looser stuff because she's with the US and then she gets like the tighter, more like what what's her name? Hannah Cruz was wearing, like more of those
Hmm.
tight and uniforming
Yeah.
clothing. Um yeah, like I didn't have like a huge issue with the costumes. It made sense, but yeah, I feel like they should have changed maybe once or twice more. And then I would have been like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
this is cool.
The costumes during one night in Bangkok were nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
Those were like I wasn't expecting that. All of a sudden the whole like cast like strips down to like their undies.
Yeah,
But it was like all these bright colors to show you were in like a whole different country.
yeah. That was so cool. Experience that live was like top 10 for me this year.
Yeah, that was a great number. I think for me, I'm gonna give costumes an 8.
I was thinking the same
Okay,
because it
we are
wasn't
aligned.
terrible.
No,
It wasn't terrible. It was just like maybe like one more change and then
yeah, no, I agree. What about ambiance and crowd control for the evening?
I will say when you walk in, it's definitely like you are no, was there any music playing? No, no music.
There was no music. It was kind of just like you're looking at like the American and the Russia flags on the stage.
It wasn't like anything crazy. I wish there was like they could have done like piano music or something.
I mean, maybe they wanted you to feel like the coldness of the Cold War, but like I don't know. It was a moment that I was like, I would
Yeah.
like a little something.
A little pizzazz. I will say the ushers did a great job at this theater, stopping people from recording, and they were very on top of it.
Oh, by far,
Um,
yeah.
but I will say there was one time the usher's phone was actually going off during the show. So shame on you, usher.
And also I will say, which I've never really seen this at a theater before. We were in the mezzanine, but we were in the rear mezzanine, like the front row, of the rear mezzanine, right behind one of the aisles.
Yeah.
And throughout the show, the ushers kept changing, I guess, taking turns and changing who took over when, like for the position. And after a while, it kind of got distracting because every time they would go to switch, they would walk in front of us.
Yeah, that annoyed me a lot.
I've never seen that at a show before. It's like usually like this is your position, you stay here for the full 2 hours.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all.
No. And then like the ushers like they were actually distracting during the show because like mattering who the usher was at the time, one of them would sit down and go on her phone and you would see the phone. Or one of them like was watching the show and like laughing along, which I mean was nice, but it was a little distracting. Like he's there like standing up and watching the show.
Yeah.
Um I don't know. They did a great job with like being in control of people's phones and stuff like that. Like we even saw them at one point someone complained and they addressed it immediately.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the way that was handled with the changing of positions.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. They even like sat on the stairs near the person who was recording, which I thought was so funny.
Like they were in it. Like they were like we're not letting
Like,
anything
not
go.
today. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, don't even think about it. But yeah, I hated that they kept switching and one person would run and like that's loud. I don't know.
It was distracting.
Yeah, it was weird.
I think I gotta give ambiance like a 6.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 7.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay. Last two categories we always kind of do hand in hand, which is casting choices and acting pacing. I think both were standout casting and standout acting by far.
definitely.
Aaron, Leah, and Nicholas as the three leads, I think were some of the best casting choicing we've seen on Broadway in a while.
Oh, by far.
Mhm.
By far. They were insane. Nicholas Christopher is getting that Tony.
He deserves it. If he doesn't, I would be
Saying now.
stunned. I'd be stunned. The question is, will he be nominated against Aaron? But I think, to be honest, out of the two of them, I think
Yeah,
Nicholas deserves it more because he was just like, wow, like he stole the show. But this is
insane.
also the best we've ever seen Aaron act.
The best. His and him like when he would crawl and like into that fetal position and start singing.
Hmm.
Like I felt so sorry for his character and such pity for this man whose life was uprooted by a simple game of chess that made him into this mentally disabled person.
Yeah.
Like I was floored by the way he was able to like switch into it. I was
Hmm.
floored.
It was
Floored.
crazy. I also think that Leah really stood out in the show. I mean,
Yeah.
do I think this is like the best we've ever seen her acted? Like acting? Maybe not. Like, but I do think her voice stole
Insane.
the show. Like her Nobody side was absolutely insane. Like you felt so sorry for this woman who like she just wanted to like be with the person she loved and she felt like she was trapped in this kind of abusive relationship. And you did feel
Yeah.
sympathy for her, but then at the same time she almost like becomes a villain. It was like
Yeah.
you understood like why she was in this difficult place. Like I really thought she played that off really well. I also thought Hannah Cruz stood out as Svetlana. Like she kind of stole the
Oh,
second act. As soon as she showed up, like she has this big solo number and everyone was just like, "Whoa, like who is this lady? Where was she the whole first act?" And I also think that Bryce
yeah.
fantastic as the narrator. Like we said, I didn't love the jokes that he made, but it wasn't him that wrote it. I think he played it off really well, and
Yeah.
like he was my favorite character, I think, out of all of them.
Oh, loved him. Yeah, no, the casting was to me a 10. I have no complaints. I loved everybody. And even like the smaller roles, I thought they did a great job. Like the guy who played the CIA and
Hmm.
Anatoly's mentor too. Like
Yeah.
everybody's ensemble was incredible. Like everybody was top tier and it really helped with the story.
Yeah. I think they were top tier. I think the acting was top tier. Like I don't think it could
Yeah.
have been better. I'm
Yeah. You
giving
could
it
tell that
tens.
yeah. You could tell like they care about the story being told. Like
Hmm.
Aaron, Nicholas, and Leah really care about this show because they're putting everything into their performances. And
Yeah,
that's cool to
exactly.
see.
Exactly. Like if I was to go back to see the show, I would go back for them specifically. But at the same time,
Yeah.
do I think it's a show I would run back to? I don't know if it would be, honestly. I thought it was a great show, but I don't know. Like I feel like it'd have to be a show that I have to wait a few years to see again.
Mm. Yeah, I
Um,
wonder how long we'll run.
Last category that I realized we skipped by accident is set design, which I will
Oh,
say the set for me was a 10 out of 10. I don't really have complaints about it. I thought it was so cool.
I agree. It was so cool. Even the
I
lighting was
love
cool.
the lighting was stunning with the way they would change the lighting based on like what part of the country they're in, whether it's blue or red. And also the way like the screen comes down, like that giant square screen becomes like the chessboard at the end, like they're all in the
Yeah.
board. And I love that the I always love when musicians are on stage, like set was a 10 out
Hmm.
of 10.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
definitely.
we are at to the point where I total while you rant. So are you ready to rant? Do you
What
have your
should we rant
topic?
about? I don't.
I think you should rant about your obsession over Aaron Tveit.
Okay, I love this man. He was my first Broadway, like Michelle's was Mike Feist. Mine was
Hell
Aaron
yeah.
Tveit. Like, I don't know. I fell in love with his voice and I fell in love with his acting and just like being able to witness him live is like something I feel like I'm gonna be like 80 years old and be like, you remember when I was able to see Aaron Tveit sing X, Y, and Z? But the first thing I think we both said to each other is we compared to when we saw him in Moulin Rouge to chess. And Moulin Rouge is Moulin Rouge. Like there's development in the character, but not like chess. And his acting was like insane in chess. Like I was stunned by him. And it was one of the best performances I've ever seen him. So I was floored. I was dying during one night in Bangkok. It was like I was so excited to finally witness it live. So yeah,
Well, the ratings are in. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Drum roll.
Makes
You have ranked it an 8.6 out of 10, and I have
sense.
given it an 8.1 out of
That makes
10.
sense.
I think it makes sense. I think if someone says what you think of chess, I think I would say like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
really
think
liked
that
it.
I liked it. Is it my favorite show in the world? No. But do I think it's a bad show? No.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I was very surprised by it. I do think there are things that still need to be improved. Like the book is a confusing book.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. But you don't really go to chess for the book. You kind of go more for the music and you go
Yeah.
because it's usually played by these big name actors.
Like
Um,
Josh Groban was Anatoly in the
yeah. And Adam Pascal was Freddie.
insane.
Um, so
We
yeah.
recommend you go. We
Yeah.
recommend you go see it. There's a
I think
lottery, there's an in-person lottery and online. Look for partial views.
yeah.
But yeah.
We got great partial view tickets for like $60. So
Yeah.
and that's now where we're going to sit every time we go to see a show at this theater because we love the
And we will never
pussies.
tell you where it is. So sorry. Those are our
Nope.
seats.
We made
Sorry.
that deal. We made that deal together. We're never telling you guys.
Sorry,
So,
sorry.
like always, please follow us on social media at Love Letters to Bway with one Y on TikTok and at Love Letters to Bway with two Ys on Instagram. Why? Because one Y wasn't available. And like always, you can reach us on Gmail too at loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. I don't know why none of y'all ever email us, but I want to get an email from you. So reach out.
Yeah.
Um, Manifestations?
Oh, I don't even know.
I don't even know because I don't know when if when we can go this week. But you know, I'm gonna manifest that we have a very happy Thanksgiving filled with no family drama and just nice times.
Yeah. No family drama.
No family
Good.
drama. This will
Yeah.
be tomorrow. Michelle, did you see this person did this? I can't believe it. Why?
But isn't that the best part about when you get together with family is
Mm-hmm.
like the gossip afterwards?
The gossip is always the best. I feel like you're gonna have a ton of gossip for me because you usually do. I'm gonna definitely be getting
Yeah.
texts. I'm expecting them.
Yeah.
Michelle, you
We
won't
shall see.
believe it.
You know,
We'll
I was
see.
thinking today, this is just a random thought, I'll say it quickly.
Hmm.
When we do our New Year's resolutions, I already have one. You
What?
want to know mine? Say
Sure.
how I feel more. Watch out, world.
You
If I'm
already
always
do
like,
that. Why
I know,
that
do more,
resolution? You do it already.
do it more. Like at the theater. Like if somebody's like crinkling something, go knock it off or something.
Oh, oh, that kind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good one. I gotta think about
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
I gotta think.
I don't know. I was just randomly thinking about it. Because I was thinking about that guy at chess who was wrinkling his playbill the whole time.
That was crazy.
That was
That's
crazy.
crazy. Anyway, guys, happy Thanksgiving again. We will see you
Enjoy.
back
Good luck.
December. Gobble
Yeah.
gobble.
Till you wobble.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.